Greetings and salutations. It's NumbersLie, the podcast, the virtual podcast. It's a Thursday. We in the building. We got everybody here. We're watching the NBA games in real time. It's a lot going on in the league. Let's get into the agenda, man. I think brother Crusher had some issues he wanted to get off his chest. So we're gonna start with the deadline, December 15th. It's a date to mark on your calendars, ladies and gentlemen. Can someone take me through what's going to happen on December 15th and what the significance of that date is?
So it's not really what's going to happen on the 15th. Is what is able to happen after that date. After the 15th, is really when about almost like 80% of the league will be able to be traded, just based off of the newer contracts that were signed. So that's really the only reason, at least amongst us, that date keeps getting thrown around. But as I watch the Warriors-Cavaliers game at the moment, it's unfortunate that Evan Mobley got hurt, but out of the blue, Jared Allen got some type of illness. He's not injured, but he has an illness. And so he didn't travel with the team for these 3 away games. However, we're only a month until the 15th, and all of a sudden Kevin Love came back. I feel that this is an effort, of course, to showcase Kevin Love because he's going to get traded. And for anybody that thinks this is a coincidence, word came out last week that the Detroit Pistons may be interested in Marvin Bagley. Earlier this week, notice Marvin Bagley has not played more than 8 minutes or 2 minutes all season. But earlier this week when they played the Pistons, Marvin Bagley played 18 minutes. Why? To showcase him to Detroit, because when the 15th comes, some people are going to be getting moved around.
So just letting y'all know, Kevin Love has 17 and 6 with 4 threes. 50% shooting.
See?
Of course he does.
Right now.
Okay, so man. Putting Juan Toscano Anderson in the basket.
Yeah.
It should be interesting though, man. I do think Buddy Hield may be moved too. I'm not 100% sure, but I do think that they may be looking to move him too. They just have so many guards in Sacramento. But you'll see a lot of people who haven't played that much get more and more playing time within the next 1 to 2 weeks, just to showcase that they're healthy and that they can still move around and also have some type of stamina.
Get back to Kevin Love in Cleveland. Why are the Cleveland Cavaliers so good all of a sudden? Is this a fad right now, or is this something that's sustainable? I mean, they're a very young team, and they've been banged up and still winning. So it's crazy to me to see this as we watching right now. Hey,
I kind of think it's because they went back to like old school basketball. They're playing with 2 bigs, 2 guards, and a wing, legit, like really, really old school, but not traditional bigs in the sense where these 2 bigs can't really get up and down the floor. I mean, both Evan Mobley and Jared Allen can run the floor as well as any big in the league. And they both rim protect, especially Jared Allen. They're rebounding, and Mobley stretches the floor. I think they're bigger than a lot of the teams that they play, but they're still fast enough to defend them.
Darius Garland is shooting 47% from the field. I did not expect that to happen year 3.
He was a shooter at Vanderbilt though.
Yeah.
And they saw
40, damn near 48%. That's pretty impressive for a guard in particular.
Who better guard?
And mainly his game is mainly jumpers though. And 48%, geez Louise.
Who better, Garland or Sexton?
Give me Garland in a heartbeat.
Yeah, who?
Garland.
I mean, it's tough because I've seen Colin Sexton do it for 3 years though already. You know what I'm saying?
And
Prove
we're watching. What prove what? What do you prove?
that he can get you 20 and 5.
But he can get you 20 on 20 shots. He's inefficient as hell. He don't pass the ball. Sexton can get you 17 on 6 shots and five rebounds.
You mean
6
Garland?
assists. I mean Garland, yeah. I don't see that. Sexton is a scoring guard. That's why, I mean, honestly, that's why Garland and Rubio, you ain't never seen Rubio average 26 or score 26 this many times.
I think the Olympics helped his confidence though. Him balling out like that.
This is Rubio's third Olympics. What you mean? This ain't his first Olympics.
Nah,
He a
sometimes the
seasoned
momentum
vet.
carry over though, man.
I think this is the first time he does not be a lead guard.
Playing with another guard that's allowing him to shoot.
Right, that's all
I'm not
it
gonna
is.
lie. If you would have asked me this question last year, I would have took Sexton just because Garland hadn't played as much, and I didn't really see a lot of aggression in his game. The skill set was there, but I mean, you got to have some type of dog in the NBA, and I didn't see it.
Especially be a point guard position though.
But towards the latter part of last year and so far all of this season, I would definitely take Garland over Sexton to run my team at the moment too.
Facts. All right, let's move on. Enough attention to the Cavs, even though they're. Let's go. Hold on.
And up 13 on the Warriors.
Up 13. Jeez.
That shit crazy.
Oh my God. In the fourth quarter, up 13. That's crazy. But all right. Messing up everybody's parlays today. So so December 15th, man. Will Ben Simmons go anywhere? I mean, Kevin Love might get traded since they showcasing him. Who else is gonna make some moves? Who y'all think?
I heard rumors of Derek Favors moving around again. I don't know how beneficial that is or he is to somebody else, in particular a playoff team. As far as Ben Simmons, who knows, man? Like, I feel like his trade value is going down and down the more he's not playing. You know, and you're only as good as your last game. And who wants to deal with a headache like that? Who wants to trade for something that they're not sure of? You know, as far as long term. So it's tough.
They have to trade him. They have to end this Ben Simmons saga. It has to end. They can't continue like this. And at this point, if they don't get rid of Ben Simmons by December 15th, if I'm Joel Embiid, I'm probably looking to leave myself. Because at this point, the organization hasn't done anything to show that this is Joel Embiid's team. Can y'all?
Yeah, my bad.
Yeah, we hear you.
Yeah, so I mean, I agree. I think they really need to end this thing sooner than later, man, because it's not as loud as it was before the season and when the season first started, but like it's glaring. Like it's still there. It's still a thorn in their side, and it's like, how long are you gonna keep this dude? Like,
I mean,
people like this.
I agree with both of you all, but at the same time, if you're not Daniel Morey, if you're not the Sixers, what type of confidence do you really have in the player that you're getting? I mean, we're not taking away his skill set. I mean, we see that, but obviously his confidence is shot. He is going through something mental in which he refuses to get at least the help that's available to him. Well, that's readily available to him at the moment. And so as a franchise, are you really willing to take that risk, especially seeing what Daniel Morey is asking in return? If you are not the Sixers, how confident are you yourselves in trading for Ben Simmons?
If I'm an organization like the Sacramento Kings or the Detroit Pistons who have issues recruiting free agents, they don't have the what's the word I'm looking for? What'd you say?
They don't have the luxury.
Yeah, they don't have the luxury to ask those type of questions. Like, if you got the chance to acquire Ben Simmons and you the Sacramento Kings or the Detroit Pistons, you have to do it. Like, just for your fan base alone.
Facts. I think something got to happen sooner than later, man. I actually, I think this is the calm before the storm. I think a lot of dominoes will fall in December 15th. So We'll see, man. We'll see.
I agree with you. I agree with you as far as your fan base, but again, would you be confident in the player that you're receiving in return?
I mean,
And I agree with y'all that he does have to get traded. And those two teams you named definitely don't have any type of leverage to, ask those type of questions, but they could also be leveraging their future depending on them, you know what I'm saying, if they're willing to give more rate than picks. Because truth be told, if you're not gonna be a playoff team, with Ben Simmons, and Daniel Morey is asking for 2 first-round picks, shit, you're giving up 2 lotteries right there, you know what I'm saying, and the 2 players that you're giving up for Ben Simmons just to not be a playoff team. Is it worth it?
Right.
I don't know, man. Gotta be working to somebody. Something got to give.
Tough, man. But they got to trade him. That part, I think we all agree on. They have to.
Free Ben Simmons, man.
So Daryl Morey got to get off that 2 first rounder.
Yes.
If that's the deal.
Yes.
If not, then Ben Simmons is going to sit out the entire season.
Yes. I'm not going to lie to you. I think Daniel Morey is more so holding Ben Simmons from being traded than Ben Simmons is, realistically. Right. And I'm not saying give him up for a burger and some fries, but come on, man.
Yep.
Prices how you need to cut it.
I swear.
What about Kyrie? What do we see Kyrie doing? I mean, what's going to happen?
They already said that he's not going to change the guidelines.
I read 98% of the NBA execs are afraid of Kyrie right now. Whether they are in a mandated vaccinated state or not, they just don't want to deal with him at the moment.
Who the 2%?
So I have no clue what
2%.
I don't really have much to say. Yeah, obviously the Nets.
Right, 2% like one team. So
yeah,
the Nets.
I really have no clue what's gonna happen with Kyrie Irving. I just hope that in some way, shape, form, or fashion, he's able to get back on the court this season.
Hey, how do y'all feel about KD though? Right now, like, what's your mental? What's your mindset right now? Because Kyrie standing 10 toes deep into what he believes in, and the guidelines.
I feel like they know that though. I feel like KD knew this. Like, I don't think it was surprising to KD like Kyrie ain't playing the shit. I think they've had these conversations, and he's like, well, I'm gonna let you do you. I think he came to this season with the mentality, oh shit, we might not have Kyrie at all.
I believe he did too, but I believe that now that the season is going on, KD is having some second thoughts about coming to Brooklyn with Kyrie. And I'm just going based off of the game they played against the Golden State Warriors. Like, that game really showed. Like, I feel like that game, KD, he needed Kyrie Irving to show that, like, they can compete for us and that he is a viable MVP. After that showing, I don't think you can come away from that game and think that Steph Curry is not the MVP. And so looking at, like, I think KD probably was like, man, dang, like, with Kyrie in here, it's kind of messing up my MVP chances, and it possibly is looking like it's going to mess up my chances of getting another ring. So, I mean, I think, like, when you first going into the situation, you like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's cool. We're going to give them a month or so. You know what I'm saying? But now the season getting into the thick of things, and they not winning the games they supposed to be winning. You know what I'm saying? And I think that lays heavy on KD and Harden's heart. Like, Harden, and I said this on the last podcast or a couple podcasts, like, Harden does not look interested in playing basketball this year. And it looks like he's really trying to, like, get into the groove of things, but it's just not, like, clicking the way that
I don't think it's the lack of interest. I think more so it's the rule changes and him trying to get adjusted, and and it's just a whole mixture. And the Kyrie not being there, I think it's a mixture of all of that more so. I mean, Because last night or the night before last, he had what 24 and 5.
That makes him uninterested in playing the game that he loves when things aren't going the way that. Not saying I want them to go, but like there's a lot of changes in this year that I don't think that he was prepared to handle. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think nobody knew that at the beginning Kyrie was gonna come in and not play, and then the ball, everybody complaining about the basketball. And, it sounds like a lot of excuses, but when you in a rhythm, that can kind of throw you off. So
I've said this before. James Harden plays way too slow for the rest of this Nets team. Him walking the ball up is like a detriment to the way their team is set up right now. When he goes to the bench and like the subs come in with KD and the ball popping and moving, like they look like a way better team. And on top of that, I feel like James Harden's still 1 to 2 months behind developmentally because he didn't get to work out this summer because he was rehabbing all summer. Like he look out of shape as well. So I'm not going to be too alarmed. I don't think they're with the way they're currently constructed, they can't come out the East. Like it's impossible.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like the James Harden and KD that was playing together last year without Kyrie Irving is a better team than what we are currently seeing now. Like last year, they play like 8 games together total. Like they never played together fully as a big three. And this year they just, I don't know. I really don't know.
It's those.
The bench is different a little bit.
It's the hidden pieces that don't show up in the box score, but are glue guy like Jeff Green. Like that's a huge loss for a team like this.
Yeah.
Like, cause now you're replacing. You say what? You say what?
They were chanting MVP for Steph Curry at the Brooklyn Nets arena. Like that is so disrespectful. Like if AD, I don't know how I could like that. Like like any other player, cool, but like you can't come to Brooklyn and be chanting MVP. That's like, can you imagine if the Warriors come and play the Lakers and they chant MVP in LeBron's house? Like that's like disrespectful. Like somebody gotta die after that. You know what I'm saying? Like
somebody gotta die every day.
You gotta go home. You gotta sleep with them chants in that night, dog. Like somebody chanting MVP in your home and it's not for you. Come on, man. I had to turn the TV up when I know they are not supposed to. They are chanting MVP for Steph Curry at the Brooklyn Arena. That's crazy.
So is Steph the best player in the league right now?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. Yes. Next question. Sorry, J-Dot.
Is Steph the best point guard ever?
Yep. And that's another thing. I saw y'all in the group, you know what I'm saying, talking about that whole point guard shit or whatever. I couldn't chime in because I was real busy this week, you know what I'm saying? Thanksgiving break next week, and everybody trying to get these orders out and stuff this week. So I couldn't really put my attention to the conversation the way that I wanted to. But now I got time to chime in. And what I believe, and this is just my opinion from what I've heard, I believe that there are certain individuals who are short-changing or putting a narrow scope on what a point guard is. And I say that to say, because if you look at Steph Curry numbers, it's not like averaging 2 or 3 assists a game. Like the man is averaging like 5 or 6 assists a game. You know what I'm saying? And for you to say that because he's the greatest shooter of all time, that kind of negates him from being a pure point guard. Well, what is it? Like, because like, does that mean that by you being a pure point guard, you can't be a good shooter? Because you being an excellent add to your range as a point guard and what your abilities to do on the court. So when I look at that, I just think about how by having Steph Curry on your team and as your point guard, you have to plan for him in a way where defensively you really can't do anything, but you have to throw a double team at him. And that to me is another perspective or another way of how Steph Curry runs the team because of how good he is offensively.
He's a great offensive talent, greatest shooter ever. I just can't say he's the best point guard ever. That's just me. But I just can't say it. I don't care if he's a double team. I don't care if he hits 100 threes a game. He's not the best point guard ever.
So what's his position? What's his position?
Point guard.
Okay, just want to make sure we had that settled. I don't want you to say he was just a 2 guard anymore.
Yep, not saying he's a 2 guy. I get it. He's a point guard technically. I get it, but yeah, I'll stop there. All I'm saying is it's just.
I'm gonna say I don't think he's the best. I think Magic is better, but I don't think he's far off.
Why is Magic better?
Because Magic has accomplished more from a team standpoint.
Okay, I give you that.
That's it. And the fact that Steph has no MVPs in the finals, but 3 rings says a lot.
Okay, now I can rock with that. Now that makes me kind of change my stance a little bit after getting those facts. I just can't go off of, the greatest shooter of all time, and that's why he's not the best point guard. Those valid facts kind of be like, all right, maybe.
Not what I said, but okay.
Magic, okay, I can go with Magic, but just to totally discount Steph as like, no, he's not. If he's not number 1, he has to be top 3, top 2. Like, who other than Magic you gonna put before Steph?
Isaiah Thomas, probably.
Oh, man.
Zeke didn't play the point. Joe Dumars played the point. He brought the ball up. Ain't that your argument? Joe Dumars brought the ball up. So Zeke ain't no point guard. No, he wasn't. Joe Dumars was the point guard on that team. What are you talking about?
50-50.
So
Not
you
all the
told me
time, Joe
Draymond
Dumars.
Green is the point guard of the Warriors, but now Joe Dumars not the point guard?
I'm going strictly off of the definition of what you put down in the group.
I didn't put that in there. So once again, Joe Dumars didn't give Zeke the ball?
What's the definition of point guard?
The person who facilitates the offense, which is definitely Steph Curry. Draymond brings it up, gives it to Steph, and everybody moves around.
That was actually me. That was actually me that went in on that whole paragraph thing about the point guard. And what I think people don't understand is with Steph, the way that their offense runs, even though he takes 2 dribbles and passes it off, once you see him passes it off and he gets the darting around, that's setting up the offense right there, believe it or not. Believe it or not, it's just not an in-depth motion type offense.
Sounds like Reggie Miller to me.
Coming up the court and set it and starting the offensive play.
The only
difference the offense.
His hand.
I'm just being realistic, bro. It's the honest to God truth.
Sounds like a 6'3" Reggie Miller to me.
Run different sets and Isaiah and them run sets. Ain't nobody running sets.
Exactly. And so basically, what y'all are saying by the definition of a facilitator is you have to have the ball in your hand in order to facilitate the ball, right?
Which he does. It's just that it gets back to him so quickly. And even though he's the one,
why does it get back to him so quickly?
He's the one to shoot. That's
because he's a playmaker. That's why it gets back to him. He's a playmaker for others.
Don't let him Juwan.
The reason why players like Draymond Green are open is because Steph is on the floor. The reason Klay Thompson is open is because you have Steph and they have to put more pressure on Steph to get the ball out of his hands. You ain't never seen Magic Johnson get boxed and won. And he facilitate. You box and won the facilitator to take them out the game. That's my point. You don't see that from other point guards. You've never seen that happen with Chris Paul.
Yeah, man. Have a high usage rate, and Steph probably don't have a high usage rate, so that's why he's not the.
All righty, we'll move on.
So you name your top 5 point guards all the time.
Juwan, you always do this. I don't want to do this. I don't know right now. Right now, let's just move on.
Because Steph was gonna be number 2. That's why I don't want to do it.
I'll get back to you on that. But look, let's go to our next segment here. Contender or pretender? We'll just do 2 teams from the East, 2 teams from the West,
I like that.
and we'll start with the Warriors.
Contender,
Contender.
for sure.
All right. What about the Suns?
Contender.
I agree.
They can win a championship.
Yeah, they can contend to win the championship.
And they can continue to get there at least.
Like,
Who
they
better,
were just there last year.
who better
What
than
that
those
mean?
in the West?
Huh?
What was the question?
Those 2 teams in the West.
You said who's the
Who's better than those two?
Who's better than those 2 teams in the West? Who's better than the Warriors and the Suns?
Hold on, let me see. Let me look at my standings.
Nobody.
So I must ask them, Menifee, you don't think the Lakers are better or will be?
I thought we like to talk like as of like right now. That's why y'all like to do those weak ass power. So if we're talking the Suns and who else? Who else? Suns and
Warriors.
Yeah, he asked about the Suns and the Warriors. We just said that they both contenders.
Okay,
We're not saying that they the only 2, but
I got
you
you.
know,
All right, let's move to the East. The Wizards.
pretend.
I think they're pretenders.
I was asking for playoffs or to win the championship.
Pretend.
If it's championship,
Right. That's
they
all right.
are
That's 2
pretenders.
different. Yeah, that's 2
No.
different questions.
They'll contend for that 7th seed.
they pretenders mainly because when you look at the Milwaukee Bucks record, I mean it kind of it mirrors the Lakers, but the Milwaukee Bucks have been injured pretty much the entire the beginning of the season. They haven't had since game 1. Drew Holiday been out for about 2 weeks. Middleton been out with COVID.
Right, he just came back.
Did you mention Brook Lopez?
Yeah, I mentioned him first. So when you look at their record,
still out.
huh?
DiVincenzo's still out.
I am.
Yeah,
Yeah.
his spot gone when he come back. His
The
minutes
East-
is gone. Grayson
East-
Allen eating them minutes all the way up.
I don't know, man. DiVincenzo come back playing that defense. He gonna get some of them back.
He go get all George Hill minutes. But I think they're gonna stay with Grayson Allen as a starter. They gel really well when they all out there. The one
Like-
game.
The Wizards may be first in the East, but like in the playoffs, they're not gonna beat the Nets or the Bucks or the Heat or the Hawks.
Or the Knicks.
Or the Bulls.
Yeah,
Or the
they definitely make the playoffs.
Speaking of
They
that,
ain't winning shit.
what are the Bulls? Contenders or pretenders?
They're pretenders.
Just go ahead and throw them their participation medal now. I mean, it looked good, but
All right, so the Bulls, contenders.
hey, they
I think
gave,
so.
they gave
They're
a stat.
contenders. I feel like they got everything that you need as far as they got shooters, you got scorers that can get to the cup. You got a defender and Vooch that can get you an easy basket. You got a decent bench. You got Caruso coming off playing perimeter defense. Kobe White still hurt, but he's another scorer that's coming off the bench. I feel like, I mean, really, all they really need is maybe another forward that could defend, or another 3-and-D guy. You know, but I think what's his name, Green. I think he's a little short to be playing power forward all the time. He's like 6'4", 6'5", playing power forward.
I
what's
like
going
it, though.
on here?
I like it because he
Yeah.
help you switch all positions.
yeah, I kind of do too. And plus, you know what I'm saying? He pulled some height away from the basket. And he could be a matchup problem for a slower forward. He run the floor too.
You do that.
Bulls scary, man. I just think they need one more rim protector, like just one more kind of sort of big.
I don't care. I see Rudy Gobert at the crib every year in the West Conference Finals, and he a rim protector. That don't matter to me. Ain't nobody driving. I'd rather my big be able to move his feet on the screen and roll than block a shot at the hole.
That shit rhyme, yo.
Well, I mean, the last 2 championship teams had shot blockers on their team, so I still think that there is relevance in having a shot blocker. The Milwaukee Bucks had Brook Lopez blocking shit. You know, Giannis is blocking shit. with the Lakers, they had the Twin Towers, part
So
three.
them niggas
whatever you
ended
wanna
the
call it.
games.
No, I'm
Dwight
just saying
Howard and
though,
JaVale
like,
McGee ended games.
but we saw that shot blocking is still a difference in games, in particular the last two finals.
So, is defending the 3-point line more important than blocking shots in today's NBA?
Listen, you go hand in hand, brother. You just can't jack up threes all day, every day, expect to win the game or play some type of defense.
What NBA you watching? Where you don't jack up threes to win the game? I'm watching the Warriors.
I just named you the last champions. I just named you the two last champions, and they led the league in blocking defense. The last two champions.
They led the league in.
Am I lying?
Yeah, you are. Because the Lakers led the league in defense, the NBA in defense.
Right, that's what I just said.
Last year they didn't win, is what I'm saying.
Okay, top 5 defense. Both of them had shot blockers.
The top 5 offenses won the NBA championship the last 2 years. That's what you're feeling. Right? It's the offense that won it. That's won it because even the Suns were a top 5 offense. I'm just saying, like, offense wins championships. No matter how you cut it, chop it. The Bucks were the number 1 offense last year. The Bucks won the season last year. They're like number 9 defense. That's like offense wins and I think once you're able to switch and Bobby Portis was the reason the Bucks won when he came in for Brook Lopez. They were able to switch everything, and Giannis played the 5. Like
Bobby blocked shit too. Right?
It's better to be versatile defensively than having an anchor on the inside. Having an anchor, it doesn't work in today's NBA, unfortunately. Miles Turner gets a lot of fucking blocks every year, but only 4 rebounds because they bring him out the hole. I'm saying because they bring him out the hole on screen and rolls, he end up getting stuck out there. And now he can't recover to get the rebounds, things like that. That's why defensive versatility is way better than having the traditional big in today's game.
Giannis still blocking shots.
Yeah, but look at the.
You muted, bro.
The Hampton 5 started being able to switch all the screens, and from that, every team started adopting that. That's why small 4s and stretch 5s are a thing now.
All right. So Bulls definitely contenders. We hope they get there for sure. I'm gonna be watching every single game.
They're going to be a tough out against anybody. Whoever they play, they'll be a tough out. You got to bring your lunch pail in thermos when you play the Bulls.
So you don't think they make it into possibly East Conference Finals?
Yes, it's possible, especially depending on the seeding and who they can draw and hell.
Shit, a little luck, a little injury luck.
Yeah, I just don't want the Bulls to see the Heat. I don't want them to see the Heat. I truly believe, like, if Kyrie don't come back, I truly believe the Bulls can beat the Nets. I'm not sure about the Milwaukee Bucks at full strength, but I don't think they can beat the Heat. I don't want them to play the Heat.
You've been on this Heat train for a few years, Emino.
Yeah, man. Ever since they got my boy Jimmy.
Look now, though, man. They just bought more Jimmy attitude.
He's one of the
is Markieff really hurt though? He's still out after that whiplash.
Man, you done bought that up.
Yo, Markieff Morris, he's still out with whiplash.
Oh man,
no real shit. He's really hurt, quote unquote.
We ready to call the UN, bro. This is an international issue.
That was so violent, bro. That was such a violent Joker, that thug, man. He's such a thug, man. Him and his thug brothers, man. You know, his brother is an MMA fighter, and he's 3-0 in all knockouts. Just a thug, and just that's crazy, man. Could have killed that man, bro.
Just a quick update. The Warriors are up 11 points right now.
Went into the fourth. They went into the fourth down 13, right? Hey,
damn, Curry got another 40.
9 minutes, the game was tied. They erased that in 3 minutes, Joe.
That's crazy.
And now they up 11.
So
That's OC.
Dude. Steph got a 40 piece.
So, question: are the Warriors like the 2015 Warriors now, or like even without Clay?
No, because they not, for one, they not healthy. For two, I don't think that this the final team that go into the playoffs. I personally think they make a move before the deadline in February.
This may sound crazy, but I think this is the most talented Warriors team we've seen.
I literally was
top to bottom.
Literally was just about to say that because
I'm willing to agree because what was the backup point guard, man, that they had? I cannot think of the
Barbosa.
Nah,
they had Eddie House, Barbosa.
Dude,
they had dude that went up to Toronto.
Was Clark?
Yeah. No, the really fast one. That guy. Remember Brian slowed down and beat his shot in the finals?
Hey, look, Jordan Poole is like light years above that cat. You know what I'm saying?
I still don't know what y'all talking about.
Clark was his last name.
Yeah, I know you're talking about. Okay,
Pat McCall, man, he had a lucky first 3-4 years of his career, dog. But yeah, Clark, man, look, Jordan Poole is light years above dude, and I didn't really expect that. Like I watched him in college, but I didn't think he was going to be this good, this fast. But I mean, he learning from a goat at the PG spot, so they're much faster than that team. Shit, they shoot better. Just if we go in 2015, I mean, you can't count the KD team.
Wiggins better than.
I know. I'm counting the KD team too. This team is more talented, top to bottom, than the KD team.
KD won two of them.
Yeah, right. But after KD, where do you go? Clay, Steph, KD. What I'm saying is Wiseman is better than any center they've ever had. Jordan Poole is the best fourth option that is better than Harrison Barnes.
We can't say that with Wiseman. Wiseman hasn't been played enough. I know he got
Wiseman without playing is better than every center the Warriors have had. Without playing,
hey, look, hold on.
Wiseman is better than every.
You taking him over Zaza? You taking him over? Look, you taking him over? You damn near taking him over? What's the name?
Over Bogut.
Healthy
Bogut. No, healthy Bogut.
I said Warriors Bogut.
Yeah, Warriors, not the Bucks.
Warriors Bogut.
Yes, you are taking them over here.
Yes.
I'm like, just go top to bottom. I'm telling you, go top to bottom. This is the most talented team, top to bottom. This bench, the fact that Poole's going to move to the bench makes him the most talented sixth man the Warriors have ever had.
I mean, they do got some niggas out there that's just taking up space. You know, Otto Porter. Toscano.
Otto Porter, they're gonna use him in the playoffs when he get about 20 minutes in the playoffs, couple big shots. I can see him.
Yeah, but he can't be normal streaky Otto Porter. Otto Porter's streaky the last couple years of his career. That's why he's been moving around like that. And health.
And then they also got Gary Payton Jr. on defense off the bench, which is phenomenal. Jump out the
backup point guard that's mini Steph with the haircut and everything.
All right, so
that's Chioza.
Right.
All right, so let's move on to tomorrow's big ESPN matchup. Kind of funny. So we got two 500 teams facing off. Two of the most storied franchises in the history of the league.
Cool.
And they're
Boston,
kind of
LA?
just mediocre right now. Lakers and the Celtics are playing tomorrow. What do we think?
Man.
Watching the Celtics on ESPN is like watching the Pelicans play on ESPN at this point. Like I'm tired of seeing them. I'm tired of seeing them in primetime games. This regular ass the Celtics.
Yes.
Like this shit is annoying.
Yes.
My Lakers bad right now, but they're not losing to the Celtics tomorrow.
Is LeBron playing tomorrow?
I suppose
he might.
Here's the thing, man. Like between those two, what we do know about those two is that the Lakers are 9 times out of 10. I mean, there's no way. The Lakers are going to be better. The Lakers are going to get better than they are now.
I see where you're going.
I don't know how much better the Celtics are going to get, even when Jaylen Brown comes back, because, I mean, we saw a decent amount of games with them at full strength before he went down, and they look like shit.
Mhm.
They don't have an identity at all. And I'm not
Head
blaming
card
it
they
on
need.
Jaylen Brown. I'm not blaming it on Jason Tatum. It just is what it is. I can't explain it because I'm not in the locker room, but they look bad.
Synergies off.
They look
Synergies
bad.
definitely off.
We look to the Celtics to be contenders almost every year, at least contenders in the East. Are they a top 8 seed? They have the talent to be, obviously, but it's just the way they're playing and the chemistry. They look really bad. And Jason Tatum, a lot of people feel he's taking the Mamba mentality to the head, and he it's taking him 27 shots to get 22 points, and that's not normal Jason Tatum. So something ain't right over there, man.
They want to Kobe so bad.
Something ain't right over there.
Something ain't right. They might have to make a move in December for sure. Like Marcus Smart might have to just go.
So
I mean,
you're the biggest front runner.
They gotta make sure.
Who should they get? As far as what do they need over there?
Simmons.
Ben Simmons?
Yes.
At your starting
Who you
PG.
giving
Okay.
up?
Marcus Smart and several people, whatever will make Morey happy, man. Like at this
Marcus
point, I
Smart
don't
and 2
know.
first rounders?
Nah, he need one of them superstars. He need Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum and picks. That's his asking price.
Buddy tweaking with that. He can take Marcus Smart, Al Horford, or could go back to the Sixers. I don't know. Like, so a couple picks.
Not happening.
They'll make it happen, man. That'll be amazing. That'll be a perfect fit, I feel. But yeah, more tripping. All right, Minnow, what's up?
He's not for the Sweet Vic deals, man. So
he
no way they gonna have Brown, Tatum, and Simmons.
No way.
Stranger things have happened, man. This is a superstar-driven league, and just big threes everywhere. We'll see. We shall see. It's possible. All right, Minnow. I let you slide long enough, bro. What's going on with your Lakers, bro? What's up, man? Westbrook getting traded. What's up, bro? He calling it the Crib Arena. He trying to keep his dribble and doing all kind of other crazy stuff. Melo and AD always hurt. Brian coming back and maybe so. What's going on, man?
Yeah.
Hey, man, we do this every year with my Lakers, man. You know what I'm saying? And I hate to say this, but this is the curse of LeBron James. LeBron James comes in town. We got to gut our roster to make sure that the roster fits his needs. Then when he goes out, we lose. So, I mean, this nothing new to me, you know what I'm saying? And the fact that we don't have Kendrick Nunn yet, we still missing I forgot buddy name. We're missing one more shoot.
Ariza,
but is who back?
Wayne Ellington? I thought he was out.
Yeah, he's back. I thought I saw him play.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, man, we like the Bucks right now, man. You know what I'm saying? Our team a little off, you know what I'm saying? Just trying to get into the swing of things. Injuries setting us back some, but we're gonna be all right. Us winning the championship right now, that's kind of slim.
Hey, I was just about to ask you though, like even with a healthy LeBron, Westbrook, and a healthy AD, and as the team is constructed right now, y'all winning the championship?
Yeah, we winning. We winning healthy.
Hey, AD's having a bounce back year, yo.
Y'all do
this thing right now.
Don't you can't mention AD after last night. He need at least 3 days before you can mention his name.
That's one game, bro. That's one game.
No,
That's
he gave him 2 games worth of shit.
Year.
No.
That's not just totality of the year. He's been balling.
No.
Don't do that.
No.
Don't do that.
Fam, he got put in the basket all game.
That was the game. Okay, that was the game. If AD decided to play like shit for all other games in the season, last night was the night where he should have played and brought his A game. You can't
He did
let
not bring his A game. He did not.
you
But
can't like nah. You
And
gotta.
this isn't one bad game. This started on Sunday when the Bulls shut him down. And then now it's carryover effect. He got
So he
tomorrow
had
to
a
make
bad
up
week.
for it.
He
Like,
got a
bro,
bad week.
He only
Okay.
4 weeks in. You can't afford nigga, that's a whole week out of 4 weeks.
At halftime, Giannis had 28 points, and I believe AD had like 6.
He had 8, and Giannis was 9 for 10 from the field. Yeah.
You can't do that,
That's
dog.
nasty. That's nasty.
First team all defense, they say. Huh.
And he was bullying him. Like Giannis was bullying AD. It was embarrassing to look at. Like I was like, damn, Giannis really is that dude. Like he really is that dude. The way he was making AD look out there, it was. They said they had a stat today said that he scored like 23 of his 38 on AD.
Damn.
That's nasty.
Hey,
Unacceptable.
but can you do me a favor, man? Can you just ask your Lakers that when Bron come back, can they just slide Bazemore to the bench, start THT for fantasy purposes for the kid? Because man,
I don't see how.
Why is Ken Bazemore getting these minutes, yo?
Bazemore,
How?
them need to be THT.
Oh my goodness.
Bazemore was only really playing because of all the injuries. Like when Nunn comes back, he really not getting no minutes.
Who should be the starting
Okay.
2 guard? I still don't know.
Wayne Ellington, no?
Starting 2 guards, Horton, Tucker, whatever his name is.
So is he the starting 2 guard for the duration or what?
He needs to.
I think you start Ellington at 2, THT at 3, Brian at 4, AD at 5. That's the line you should run up.
THT needs to be out there. He is a better playmaker than Russell Westbrook.
Minnow, THT better than Kendrick Nunn?
That's crazy.
Yes, he is.
He could do more.
Yeah, THT is a better player than Kendrick Nunn.
Yeah, I can't answer that right now. I'm a real Kendrick Nunn fan, but
That's why I asked him. Yep. Mm-hmm. Minnow loves Kendrick Nunn.
THT, he's showing me some things though. Like he real aggressive out there on the court, and that's what we need. We need a bucket getter, a playmaker, and somebody who can hit free throws when it matters. Because Westbrook just ain't that right now. And like I said, it's still early. Westbrook, he gets better every week. He gets better. So I'm gonna just wait until, you know what I'm saying, January and see where we at then. Then January is when I'm gonna really begin to get nervous. January, February, still not clicking then. Because I mean, we gotta look at statistics. Every LeBron team that he like puts together, it always struggles out the gate. Like y'all forget about the Miami Heat teams when they first started the Miami Heat teams. Like they lost like, correct me if I'm wrong, but they lost like they first 7 games. They was like 1 for 8. Yeah.
But
So,
at that time, LeBron James is the best player in the league.
True.
That's
True.
the difference.
I'm just.
But I also feel I think the bad part about Russell finding his footing right now is it's not next to LeBron. Because now he found his footing, but now you got to do it all over again once LeBron come back. That's going to be that's what's going to slow the process down.
Coach Vogel, man, he need to that I don't even see how else it's gonna work unless LeBron James plays the wing. Like,
Coach who?
huh?
Coach who?
Vogel.
Oh, who is that? Oh, okay. Because I see is LeBron walking up and down the sideline. So
That's him. But yeah, Vogel, he needs to make some offensive changes. I know he's not an offensive coach, but that needs to happen because
How's that a thing? I don't get that. Like how? But same thing. You laughing, but Doc wasn't a defensive coach. He had
He takes the kid back
this
over
ain't
there.
football. Like you should. It's not like it's one possession. You got 4 down. Like it's a constant move. You should be able to coach both sides of the ball in basketball. If I'm a defensive minded coach, I should know what offense is going to counter my defensive sets. Like that's just so weird to me that coaches actually are like, I specialize in offense only. Like, fuck out of here.
I hear what you're saying, but
I mean, it's still effective. Like,
Yes.
what's bro name from the Warriors, the Adams, that started the whole defensive minded over there at Golden State? He was highly effective and services was highly
What did
needed.
he teach them? How to play hard?
Like
Like,
some,
what do you teach an adult? What do you teach them about defense?
Defensive components, what you are willing to give or not give up, certain transition.
To play hard?
I mean,
Oh,
it's more than just putting the ball in the bucket, though, Duane.
No, it literally is just putting the ball in the bucket. That's all the game is. And spacing. That's all it is. Like it's not like new plays are being created daily. This game been going on for 200 years. I'm over exaggerating for the dramatics of this whole thing. But what I'm saying, like, I just don't get it. There's nothing changing in basketball.
You just have like some people just are more prone to the defense aspect of the game, and some people are more prone to the offensive aspect of the game. But it's only the good coaches who have a feel for both who are truly successful in the league. And I'm saying coaches like what's Buddy ass? He's now an assistant coach with the Brooklyn Nets. He was Houston coach.
D'Antoni.
Oh, D'Antoni.
He specialized on offense, and everybody always talked about how his team never played any defense or whatever. And you see how far that got him. He didn't win a championship, and now he's.
And that's my point. If I'm an owner and a coach, like, yeah, I'm a specialist in offense, and we all know that specialists ain't winning shit unless they have.
Wait, whoa. Tom Thibodeau was not the defensive coach over at Boston when they won a ship?
Yeah, he was.
Yes or no?
He was the assistant coach though. We talking about head coaches.
Head coaches.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
That's what, like, there's no, we just like, but even at that, it still took KG and Ray Allen to come in. He was there when they won 22 games. So how good of a defensive coach are you? He won 22 games before you got Ray Allen and KG. So and that's my point. It don't matter the scheme if you don't got the players.
And
It's just fluff.
That's my problem with Vogel is the fact that, like, he's supposed to be this defensive-minded coach, but, like, we still losing by 100+ points in the games. And on top of that, when you look at us offensively, I still, after all these games we play, I still don't know what offense we run. Like, I don't know what offense we run at all, and it's troubling that. Like, so what do you do in the off season? Like, what are you doing in the off season in order to allow your teams to get a better footing or be more prepared when the season actually starts? Because we've played like 12 to 15 games now, and I still don't know what the offense is. Like, it's like Westbrook gets the ball and he drives, he pass it out to a wing. Then you got AD coming, got this high screen, and then he'll try to pull. He don't dive to the basket. He pops out and looks for his jumper. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, dog. You look at what the Warriors are over there doing, and they shit look like they shit is running so smooth that you just don't understand, like, how is there such a difference when it comes to planning offensive schemes for your team. Like, the Warriors have been doing the same thing year in and year out. And then you look at my Lakers, and then this is like, all right, we just gonna roll the ball out there, and whoever can get us 20 points, we need 3 people to get us 20 points to have a chance. And that's just not gonna work. You know what I'm saying? And I don't get it. I don't get it. I be feeling like sometimes I'll be feeling like I don't even want to talk about this shit because I'll be like, well, nigga, you not. I mean, if you were supposed to be a coach, you should be in the NBA. You can't talk because you're not in the NBA. But when I be looking at these games, I'll be like, bro, like, this stuff is obvious as fuck as to what needs to be changed in order to make it successful. But it's like, it just continues. It's the same thing every day with my Lakers. At this point, I'm just numb to the point of I'm gonna just wait. I'm just waiting to I'm just waiting to play out because watching this fan is not exciting and it would low key piss you off. You watching this team go out there every day and you lose. Like, how do you give up a 26-point lead to OKC on their court? Then they come to your crib and you lose again. This way we supposed to be losing to Oklahoma City Thunder. And after they lost that second game to OKC, I was like, all right, it's time for me to pull my emotional attachment away from here because they are really messing with my psyche right now with me trying to focus in life. And these niggas are some fucking losers right now. You know what I'm saying? And I knew that they was gonna start off bad, but I didn't think that they were gonna start off this bad, regardless of the injuries. Like you brought in Westbrook because you kind of knew that LeBron was rested, and when LeBron goes to the bench or he doesn't play, we always have issues with winning games, and so that's why we bring in Russell Westbrook. But that's not working. So now we need to try something new.
So you saying Golden State gonna win a championship? Is what you're saying this year?
No, that's not. I'm putting words in my mouth. That's what y'all motherfuckers get.
Yeah, so it's still early.
They look bad though. They look bad though, man. They need LeBron bad. They need their team bad. They need Nunn bad. They just need some cohesion. Westbrook needs to be in the gym working on his free throws, working on not turning that bitch over. This is a lot of situations, a lot of stuff going on over there.
You don't hear nobody really saying shit about the Bucks.
Mm-mm.
Yep. So we'll see tomorrow, man. I think Jaylen Brown might play. I think he's questionable. So it might be both teams at full strength. I mean, they 500. So, you know, it's only 16 games so far. It's a long way to go. I think both teams will come out pretty solid. I think I got a lot riding on my Celtics, man. Just, you know, give my boy Tatum some time, okay?
Huh? I thought you was a Spurs fan.
Yeah, I am a Spurs fan. All day, every day. You see the silver and black, you know what I'm saying? All day. But I mean, Tatum is my boy too.
Lee Green.
That's my boy, man. So give him some time.
No, he a
Raptors
fan. Ain't you a Raptors fan?
In 2019, yeah.
What about the Clippers?
In 2020, yeah.
Well, you off them now?
I'm so confused.
You off the Clippers?
Yeah, no, I'm off the Clippers until 2022. Yep. So
wait,
April 2022, I'll be a Clippers fan again.
So who's your team now?
Spurs, nigga, all day.
Spurs, Bulls, and Boston. Spurs,
Okay.
Bulls, and Boston.
Sound about right. Hey, I'm a Bulls fan. See red, ho. Go Bulls. Let's go. Shout out to DeRozan for MVP.
Lakers,
right, man.
Lakers, Heat, Nets. Me, them my top 3 teams.
Lakers, Heat. Yeah, you love the Heat, boy. Lakers, Heat, Nets. Oh, you're a Nets fan. Ah, okay, all right. Okay.
Top.
True.
I have to like Heat. I mean, I have to watch the Nets because they have my favorite players. Like KD and Kyrie are legit my 2 favorite players.
I just hope that boy play, man. It's tough, man. Like I want him to stand by his, you know, down his heel and all that, but it's like I just want to see him hoop, bro. He's literally the most talented offensive player I've ever seen, like pound for pound. So I just want to see him hoop, but I don't know. We'll see.
Very upset if Kyrie doesn't play this year. I really would. Like, I understand his stance. It's a personal decision. I don't even want to get into all that, but just as a fan, I really want to see that man.
I think everybody is consistent on that, man. So it's caught between rock and a hard place, but we'll see how it plays out, man. I don't know. Some got to give.
On ESPN.
What?
The NBA money to like kind of push Kyrie to get the vaccine. So Steph got it. I mean, Stephen A. Smith got to keep talking about it, try to get Kyrie the vaccine. That's my conspiracy theory.
Yeah, we'll have that on the other podcast. I feel you though, but yeah.
Wait.
But yeah, all right.
Is
You
Pam
like Stephen A. Smith? I feel like every time I go in the group, y'all be slandering Stephen A.
Man, forget Stephen A, bro.
Dog.
Y'all don't care about Stephen A.
ESPN be what I got. Wednesday topic. Are the Brooklyn Nets contenders for a championship? Yeah, Thursday. Are the Brooklyn Nets going to win a title without Kyrie Irving? Like the same topic, they just switch the words around and talk about the same shit the next day. That's all
Jay will go be on tomorrow. So hit that again. Because he tweeted at Stephen A about being at the game next to the Warriors owner when he said he tweeted like KD made the worst mistake of his life leaving the Warriors. And then right after that, Jay Williams took a picture of Stephen A sitting next to Joe Lacob. Like, I see why you saying what you're saying, basically like calling him out like you over there, Uncle Tommy for the white man.
Just I thought they was chanting MVP for Steph at Cleveland. In Cleveland.
Yeah, he hit another 9 threes.
He went crazy in the fourth. I think he hit 4 in the fourth.
The boy cold, man. The boy cold. Yeah, that's crazy how they just came back like that.
I will say I've never questioned Steph Curry during the regular season at all. It's when it's winning time in the finals, he seems to take a couple steps back.
Yeah, I want to see
behind the back passes out of bounds.
Yeah, like
he don't type of shit in the playoffs.
no, he do it in the playoffs. He don't do it in the finals.
Oh yeah,
at all.
yeah.
Yeah. He don't. I don't know, but we'll see. I'm not. Once again, I'm not knocking him. It's just he's so good. I gotta challenge him more. But what Kobe say? More. I need more.
One thing dope about Steph is like you can tell he was like in the weight room because he's taking that contact more this year and like getting to the bucket too and crossing everybody at the 3-point line, knocking down 40-footers. So it's I'm just enjoying it.
I tell you,
and he rebounding that bitch too. He give you like 5 or 6 rebounds. That's crazy.
It's crazy, and I think it's because he had a longer offseason. When's the last time we did see Steph playing into June, July? You know what I'm saying? He was done in April. Right. And just had an extra, so he had that month off and being ready to get after it while the NBA season's still going on. Like,
y'all think he ever played in the Olympics though?
No, I think he does.
I think that's the only thing he's left that he hasn't done, right? Play in the Olympics.
I thought he played in the last one, but he didn't.
Nope.
That was the World Games or some shit then, like FIBA.
Yeah, he never played in the Olympics, bro.
Oh, no, I don't think he gonna play. He ain't got to prove that. Like, there ain't nothing to prove. Zeke ain't never played in the Olympics. Damn.
Ouch.
I met the criteria, but I wasn't selected. All right. So, any final thoughts on the NBA season a month in? Any predictions or theories?
Man, free John Wall, free Ben Simmons, free Kyrie. I want to see all of them brothers hoop.
I don't think John Wall want to be free. John Wall is A-OK making $41 million at Astro World. Like, he is straight right now.
At Astro World.
Like, John, you ain't heard John Wall do an interview. He ain't complained to nobody. Ain't been no sources or nothing.
Gee, he get another 47 next year.
Nigga, that's a hell of a PTO, bro.
Yeah.
Hell of PTO.
Hey, they like don't showcase me. No, you ain't gotta showcase me. I'm good. I'm all right.
You want us to buy you out? Like, nah, I'm good. I like the culture. I like the culture here. Like, silly, right?
When capitalism succeeds, right there, my guy.
That boy staying down there on that motherfucking income tax free.
Oh, I forgot about that.
All that player. He not going nowhere. Nowhere. I love it though. Shit.
Hey, he learned from Gilbert Arenas, man. Hey, that boy, you know what he doing. All right, so another NumbersLie episode in the books. Again, it costs nothing to like, subscribe, share, support.
Hey, one last thing, man.
What's up?
rest in peace to that young boy, man, young Dolph.
Oh yeah,
man.
R.I.P. Dolph.
I know this is
man.
a sports podcast, but it's a lot of us that is a huge fan of a man that was fatally shot down, and just rest in peace and prayers up to him and his family for sure.
Yeah, facts,
yeah.
man. And a rapper is a dangerous profession, huh? I feel so. Yeah,
Yeah, that's another conversation for another time, man.
Indeed. All right, man. NumbersLie podcast. We out of here.
All right, gang.